Very good morning to one and all present here. And we are going to start your DS subject today with the topic of Polish notations, infix to prefix today. Okay. In a previous session, we saw what is your stacks, what are the operation on stacks, how stack is implemented. Okay. And we also saw the applications of stacks, all the three operations, the insertion, deletion, and data retrieval. That means push, pop, and peek respectively. That is also been seen and discussed with us. And we had started with Polish notation, which is one of the application of your stack. And in that, we had seen infix to postfix conversion, right? Using your direct method. So before moving forward to infix to prefix today, I would like to revise the topics which I named just few minutes before with you very quickly. Okay, so please try to answer by unmuting yourself. I don't want you to even go and take time in writing inside the chat. If possible, just unmute yourself and answer. Okay. So do tell me, first of all of you, what do you understand by stacks? Technical answer, okay? What is stacks? Hello, students, quickly. What do you mean by stacks? Pile of similar kind of data. Okay. Collection or pile of data is right, but you should add similar kind of data there. What kind of data? Similar kind of data. What else you can say about stacks? Quickly, come on. What else can you say about stacks? If I give you, write a 3-mark short note on stacks, what you are going to write? Okay. Anything else? It follows LIFO. Okay. Good going. Still, what? Still. Yes, having a top variable, exactly. And what is the purpose of this top variable? Yes, Bhavdeep, the data is homogeneous. Okay. Not only homogeneous, but the data is homogeneous. Because your stack is a linear data structure. What is the purpose of this top variable? I had explained you yesterday. Why are we maintaining top? Okay, answer it like this. Why are we using top, or for what purpose we are using top? For operations. Okay, in your push operation, what is to be done with top? In your push operation, that is your insert operation, what should I be doing with the top variable? No, not insertion. That is what the push function is going to do. That is insertion. But in that insertion operation, what is to be done with top? When can I say that I have successfully inserted? Or let's say, give me the procedure of push operation. Come on. Okay, it checks if it is full or not. Correct. If it is full, you are going to give the message that stack is full. And if it is not full, that means there are some space to add the elements. Then what is the procedure then? Inserts on the top, increments the top. Rishabh and Pathik, which one will be coming first? Incrementing top will come first step, or and then insertion, or insertion and then incrementing? Correct. Increment your top variable first, and then wherever that top variable is pointing at that position, you are going to enter your new element. Okay, don't forget that. Correct. Now going on for your pop operation. Pop operation, first of all, you are going to check that whether the stack is empty. If it is true, then you are going to say that stack is empty. But if it is not, then what is the procedure? You checked that stack is not empty. So you can do your pop operation. So what is the step? Yes, we did. That is what we have done. We did check the underflow condition. Underflow condition means that is your stack empty or not? Okay, and it is not empty. There are elements which can be deleted. So now remove the topmost element. Yes, correct. And decrement the top. Yes, correct. Rishabh, we are not reducing the size. We are decrementing the array. Decrementing the top. We are not reducing the size of stack. Okay. We are decrementing the value of your top variable. It is difference. Fine. And what the last operation in your stack was of peak operation. So what does that operation do? For what purpose it is being used? Your peak operation? Correct. It returns you the topmost element. That is what your peak operation is doing. Okay. Why I am repeating all these things, because you are going to see and you are going to need these particular understanding of these operations in your labs also. In a lab, there is a full practical of push, pop, peek, and display function for your stack. So you need to understand this topic in order to do coding in your labs. Okay. Then we saw applications of stacks. What are the applications of stacks? We saw quite a few applications of stacks. So please do tell me, which one do you remember? Infix to prefix, yes, correct. Infix to postfix is also right. Then reversing the list, yes. What about other students? I mean, Bharti, Tushar, Rishabh, Pathik, Yashang, Everyone are quite inactive. What about rest of the others? You don't remember anything? Yash, Vijay, Vidhi, Vibhusha, Pranjul, Hitesh, Isha. No answers from your end. Aditya, Anuj. Parenthesis checker was one of the application. Evaluation of your prefix and postfix expression was the application. Recursion. Tanmay, we are talking about applications of stacks. We are no more discussing any operations where you need your top. Okay, decrementing the top is actually the concept in the operations of stacks. We are discussing applications of stacks. Recursion is one of the application, and the example of recursion was Tower of Hanoi. Okay, that is what we have seen. Then we came to infix to postfix, and we have seen the rules for the postfix. Okay, we also practiced the examples where you were giving me answers at quite a good speed. So, okay, now we are going to go for your prefix notations. Okay, so let's see what is your prefix notations. See, as the name suggests, the operator is going to get placed before your operands. In postfix, it was after, correct? Okay. See, the operator is going to get placed before the operands. Okay. In postfix, you are placing it after the operands. Here, as the name suggests, it is prefix. Okay. So, operator before the operands. Order of evaluation remains same from left to right. Okay. For example, that same example I'm taking, the simplest one, A plus B star C. Okay. So, it is evaluated as plus AB. Okay, so first your parentheses are getting evaluated. So plus AB. Okay, so that is your new operator now. Alright, and star C. While evaluation, again I'm saying this brackets I have kept just for you to understand because you're going through this topic for the very first time. But when you are evaluating in your test or in your exam or in any competitive examinations, please do not include these brackets while you are evaluating. Okay, you should able to visualize it without brackets. But for your understanding, and as this is the first time, I have kept these brackets as it is. Okay, so now plus AB is my one operand, star is the operator, and C is my second operand now. Okay, so when I go further for the further evaluation, it is going to give me star plus ABC. Okay, so operator, operand number 1 and operand number 2. Okay, this is how you are, and this is direct method. Okay, this is, we have not yet seen any stack method for any of your postfix or prefix. Both of these methods we are going through right now are also known as direct methods. Directly you are solving it. Okay, so let's see one example. In the bracket A minus B star C plus D. Okay, as we have taken the examples in postfix, those same examples are here, but in now in prefix notations. So we are going to first of all evaluate the brackets. So after evaluating the brackets, the resultant are shown by your arrows. So minus AB star plus CD. Okay, so minus AB is my one operand now, star is the operator, plus CD is my another operand. Okay, and when I go and further evaluate, then this is what the resultant I get, star minus AB plus CD. Okay, example number 2, adding more brackets to the expression. So A plus B inside the bracket, divide by C plus D again inside the bracket, minus D star E again inside the bracket. So now everybody knows, first we evaluate the brackets. Okay, so after the evaluation, the resultant are shown by the arrows. So it is plus AB, plus CD and star DE with operators in between as divide and minus respectively. Okay, now going from left to right. So the very first operand operator operand combination which I get is plus AB divide plus CD. So I'm going to evaluate that. So I evaluated. So division comes ahead. Division sign comes ahead. Okay, so divide plus AB plus CD is my new operand now. Okay, minus is the operator and star DE is my second operand. And when I evaluate this newly created operand, okay, then what is the resultant end result? Minus sign in front, divide plus AB plus CD, operand number 1, star DE, operand number 2. Okay, so it satisfies the prefix rules. Alright, and this is my end result of the expression. Any doubt? Okay, I got one confirmation from Bharti. Okay, so I guess it was quite easy to understand now. So let's go for some practice. Okay, so be ready with your answers. All right. If you need, please do open your notepad, or if you have pen and paper nearby, then start solving. This is the easiest one. You can give it without even having a look at it, second look at it. Tushar, you forgot C. Yes, everybody is right. Star plus ABC. Okay, go for this one. Star minus AB plus CD. Yes, right. Third example. Minus divides plus AB. Okay, plus AB plus CD star D. Divide plus AB plus CD minus divide plus AB plus CD star DE. Yes, correct. Absolutely. Done. Go for this one. Now be careful here, okay? There is a bracket inside a bracket, and do follow all the rules without missing out any letter or operator. Don't be in a hurry to answer. Evaluate correctly and give me the answer. Anyone was able to do it? Okay. Okay, Bharti is giving me one answer. Bharti, it is not right. Nikita, Bharti, you need to reevaluate. You are correct till from star modulo DEF H. Okay, that is correct. Star minus A divide plus divide B C star modulo DEF GH. Yes, right. Okay, let me just show you here only. You can just verify. Okay. For all those who are still doing, this is for you people. This is my expression. Alright. Now, first of all, I'm going to evaluate this portion, right? So, modulo sign in front, okay, and DE. When you get grip on such evaluations, you can do it this particular step also here only, but for now I'm not doing it. Again, I'm going to do the evaluation. This star here, okay. Now I shall be removing the brackets. I shall no more keeping the brackets. You need to now get a practice of visualizing this as one operand. Okay. Now again, next evaluation. So this is going to get evaluated because still bracket going from left to right. Okay. So this divide sign in front. Again, next step. Okay, this plus sign left to right, correct? So plus sign here. Fine. Again, divide. Divide sign in front. Okay, so operand number 1, operand number 2, and operand number 3. Again moving left to right. So minus sign. So minus sign goes here. So now operand 1, operand 2. Correct? So star sign goes in front. So here, so your final evaluation is this. Okay. So if you are stuck anywhere or somewhere you got wrong, then you should be now able to identify exactly where you went wrong. Okay, or how you can get the end result. So till now, what we have seen in prefix and in postfix are actually the direct methods. Okay, directly how you can solve it without including any stack or anything like that. Okay. Now we are moving forward to the stack method, because of course this is the application of stack, right? So you'll be wondering that exactly where the stack is getting used here. So this particular approach is done by your computers. Okay, this was the method, or say the approach which we did yesterday and today is our human method. Okay, how we are going to evaluate directly. Now this approach is with respect to your computers. Okay, so let's see. It is going to scan, your computer is going to scan from left hand side to right hand side. Okay, same as what we are doing in direct method. Fine. We are using your stack to store either the operands or operator. Okay, there is a stack maintained by your computer which is going to store either operands or operator. In our case, we are going for operators to be stored inside our stack. Okay, and here the priorities will also be considered. Okay, till date we were not considering the priorities. Okay, but now you can say priorities or say the precedencies are also getting to get considered. So just to refresh, what are the higher priority operators? Your star, divide, modulo. Okay, even caret sign is also included. If the expression is having a caret sign, that means raise to. Okay, so that caret sign is also considered into higher priority, and lower priority are plus and minus. Okay, so this is stack method. So when, keep in mind that when we are using the stack methods, priorities are to be considered, and in what way we will see it. So see, there are some rules you need to note down. So kindly note down these rules, because without which, for practice at least, you need these rules. Once you get the grip, then you don't need it, but kindly note down. The first thing which you have to do is you have to scan from left to right. Okay, the expression which is given to you, the infix expression, that you have to scan from left to right. So what you have to do in this case is you have to make three columns. Okay, first column is of your expression, where you are going to scan each of the element, whether it is a parenthesis, an operator or operand. In column you are going to place it. Okay, the second column will be of operator. Okay, and the third column will be your either the postfix conversion, postfix expression or a prefix expression. I have included that also, you will see it in a while. The next step is you are going to get a symbol, either the operator or the parenthesis, okay, in your scanning part. While you are scanning from left to right, you are going to get either a symbol which is an operator or operand or parenthesis. So what you have to do in that case? If you come across while scanning from left to right, if you come across an operand, then you are going to directly add it to your postfix column. Okay, let me just show you. It will be much easier for you to understand like that. Mm. Okay, stack method for infix to postfix. Okay, so when you are going for this approach, what you will do is first you will make three columns. All right, the first column is your infix expression. Third column, second column is your stack. Okay, and the third column is your Polish notation. So let's say postfix. Okay, and let me take an example of that same. A plus B star C. Why I'm taking the same example? Because you have, with the help of direct and the direct method, you have answered for both postfix and prefix. So you can verify that. So the very first step is scan from left hand side to right hand side. From left to right, one by one, element by element. So the first element is parenthesis, then you get A, then you get plus, then you get B, then you get a closing parenthesis, then you get star, and then you get C. Okay. So the very first rule is scan from left to right, so that is done. Now in scanning process, we come across, if we come across an operand, then add it to postfix. That means if you come across this particular element, directly you are going to go and add here. Okay. If it is an opening parenthesis, you are going to push it into stack. Push means insertion, right? So here first element which is scanned is opening parenthesis. So you are going to push it inside the stack. Okay, nothing to be done here. Now in the second iteration, you are coming across an operand. Okay, so this stack value remains as it is. We know now the rule for the operand. You are going to add it into your expression directly. Okay, so A. Now what is to be done? If it is an operator, yes, it is now an operator. So check on the top of the stack. What we have to check? We have to check here on the top of the stack, the element is opening parenthesis, right? So here there are no operator present. So we don't have to compare the precedences. Okay, so directly what you can do is, if there is no operator on the top of the stack, you are simply going to add that operator in your stack. Okay, and your expression remains as it is here. All right, now in the next iteration you are again coming with the operand. We know what to do with the operand. So the stack again remains as it is. Here is the plus sign and here it will be AB. Okay, here there is one example which I have taken. 5 star bracket 6. This example was to demonstrate you the operand and the parenthesis, opening parenthesis. That's why I have taken this example. We'll continue that if there is an operator, then we have to check on the top of the stack. From there we are going to continue now. What you have to check? You have to check the precedence of the operator. Okay, if there is an operator already existing, now you can say that there is an operator already existing. And if there was something like this, let's say minus, okay, and there was one more operator called D. And then when we are going and checking this, then we have to check on the top of the stack whether there is an operator. If yes, then we are going to check the precedences between the scanned operator and the operator which is present on the top of your stack. Okay. So see, if precedence of the operator at the top of your stack is higher or same as the current is your scanned operator, okay, then repeatedly you are going to pop out. That means you are going to pop out your operators from stack to your polish notation column, okay, and add it to the postfix expression. But if the precedence of the operator on the top is not higher, okay, is not higher or the same, then simply you are going to push your operator inside the stack. Okay, so see, okay, here also there is no consecutive operators. We'll see in the example. Okay, and if you are coming across a closing parenthesis, a symbol of closing parenthesis, then what you are going to do? Simply you are going to start popping out the operators from the stack until you find its corresponding opening parenthesis. So in our example here, see, now a B is added here. Okay, now next element which I got in the scanning process is your closing parenthesis. Now according to the rule, I have to continuously start popping out till I get its relevant opening parenthesis. So one operation of popping out, okay, and I have to remove these parentheses also. So here in this step it will be AB plus, okay, and you don't need to mention these parentheses, because when you come across a closing parenthesis, you are not only just popping out the operators till you get its opening parenthesis, but once you get that opening parenthesis, you are going to remove both these parentheses. Okay, so nothing in the stack here right now. Now I'm coming across again I'm iterating, again the loop is running. So now it scanned star. So star is going to get placed here in the stack. Nothing precedence is to be compared with any other operator. Simply go and add star. Expression here remains same. Now it is operand, correct? So this again star remains same here. AB plus C, right? Now there is nothing to be scanned. Okay, so whatever the things are remaining in your stack, you need to pop out one by one. Okay, according to their placement. So the top element, if suppose there was any other operator here, okay, let's say plus was there maybe, though this cannot be the case. Okay, but let's say there were an operator other than star, then you are going to pop out continuously in a manner that top of your stack is the first one to be out. Okay, because we are following last in first out, correct? So here it is AB plus C star. So this is absolutely right. If I go and do with the direct method, then AB plus star C, right? And then AB plus C star. So that verifies my stack answer and my direct method answer here. So in examination also you can verify it like this. Okay, so infix expression, stack, postfix expression. Okay, the rules again I am repeating. If you have not noted down, please note down. First of all, you are going to scan each of the element of your infix expression from left to right in your infix expression column. Okay, so I have done that. Here it is done. Now coming to the operating part. Let's say you got an opening parenthesis. Okay, then what you are going to do? Simply go and add it in the stack. Then if it is an operand, again simply go and add it into your postfix expression column. If it is an operator, then you have to check the precedency with the operator present on the top of the stack. If there is no operator present on the top of the stack, simply go and add it or push it inside your stack. But if there is an operator present inside your stack and you are scanning another operator again, then you have to check the precedencies. If the precedencies are same or you can say higher, then you are going to pop out. Okay, so what you can do is understand in a way that here in this example there is a plus sign. Suppose there was a minus sign also, which I am getting from here from infix expression, then what I had done, I had to pop out this plus. Okay, and minus will be there in the stack. Like that it is going to go. We'll see the complex examples also. This one I kept for you to understand the concept. Again, as it is very first time, so we are going in a very basic manner first. So if that is the rules for the operators are clear. If there is an operator present on the top of the stack, check for the precedencies. If precedency is higher or same than current, then you pop out. Otherwise, simply push the operator inside the stack. And when you come to the closing brackets, the closing parentheses, then start popping out each of the element from the stack one by one. Till what you have to pop out? Till you reach its corresponding opening parenthesis. And once you reach the opening parenthesis, stop your popping out operation and remove both those parentheses from your stack. Okay, so right now this stack is empty and postfix expression is AB plus. Then again go and scan. Now we are getting an operator placed inside the stack. Okay, expression remains as it is. Now there is an operand goes to a postfix expression. Here there is star remaining as it is. Now there is nothing to be scanned. Okay, no values remaining to be scanned. So whatever there are operators in a stack, you are going to pop out one by one in LIFO manner, last in first out. Okay, so here there is only one operator to be popped out. So our final expression for your postfix is AB plus C star. Any doubt here? Anybody? Any doubts? Okay, I got confirmation from Darshan. Parman. Tushar also, okay. Pathik Raj Manav Bharti, done, okay. Saif 2, Vidhi also, Dev also, okay. So see this is the full expression, okay. Another example, 5 star 6 plus 2, okay. This is not minus sign. This sign means there is now nothing to be done. It is clear, okay. It is not minus sign. So one by one we are moving, we are doing the operation, whether it is operator, then in stack, whether it is operand, it is here. Okay, and the end result which we are getting is 562 plus star. Alright. We can see one more example and then we can continue from another lecture which we have today. See, this is one more example, 5 star in the bracket 6 plus 2 minus in the bracket 12 divided by 4. Okay, so we are going to first use it the direct method so that we'll get an idea exactly what we are supposed to be reaching at. Okay, so evaluating your brackets first, okay, and then the end expression. So it is 562 plus star minus 124 divide, okay, minus sign in the front. So the final expression is 562 plus star 124 divide minus. This should be my answer. This was the direct method. Now going with the stack method. So I have created three columns. The one is actually the step number here. All right. So step 1, scanning from left to right. So 5 got scanned. 5 is an operand. So directly in my postfix. Now star and parenthesis. So star goes inside and parenthesis goes inside, opening brackets. Nothing to be done with them. Then 6 is an operand, so it goes to my postfix expression. Then it is plus. Now on the top of the stack, there is an opening parenthesis, no operator present. So I'm not going to check any precedency, directly pushing the operator. Then I come against 2, so 2 is an operand, so it goes into postfix. Now I'm coming across and closing parenthesis. So plus got popped out, parenthesis got removed. The only thing remaining in the stack is star. So 562 plus. Now there is a minus sign. Now see, we are comparing minus and on the top of the stack there is star. Okay, so the precedency of star is higher than minus. So we are going to pop out. Okay, so minus is to be kept in the stack, remains there. Star got popped out. Okay, so 562 plus star. Okay, and minus is there in your stack. Now opening parenthesis, simply you don't have to do anything, just push it. Then there is 12, so 12 in your postfix expression. Then comes divide. Now in the stack, on the top of the stack, there is no operator, so no precedence is to be considered. simply push your divide in the stack. Okay. Then there comes 4. 4 is an operand. So move that 4 again in the postfix. Then there is an closing parenthesis. So pop out each of the element from the top of the stack till you get the corresponding opening parenthesis. So divide got popped out. Now the only thing remaining in the stack is minus. And as we don't have any element now to be scanned from the symbol scanned column, we are going to pop out one by one each of the value from the stack. So your final expression that we get is 562 plus star 12 4 divide minus, and that confirms with our direct answer also. So you can say that it is correctly evaluated, okay, using your stack method. All right, everybody, we are keeping it till here. Fine. BD students, write your numbers in serial order 1 to 10. Ten to 20. Once you have written your numbers, you are free to leave the session. Thank you all for attending this session. BD students over. Okay. AI students 1 to 10.
Ma'am, AI 6.
Okay, you cannot write.
It's not going to, it's not.
Okay. 11 to 20. Twenty to 30. Thirty to 40.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, I'm failed to send the message.
What is the number?
37.
Okay.
Yes.
40 to 50.
Ma'am,
50 to 60.
47.
Done. 50 to 60. 60 to 70. 71 till 71. Okay. If anybody left, kindly write your numbers.
Ma'am,
Yes.
55 प्रियंक.
AI.
55 प्रियंक. वो कोरोना का टेस्ट करवाने गया है हॉस्पिटल में, तो उसका नाम.
Ma'am, 47 done or not?
47 done. You are free to leave the session, students. Thank you.